सो हेलो एवरीवन, माय नेम इज़ प्रीतम एंड आज जो है हम AIBE का 10th क्वेश्चन प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर सॉल्व करके देखेंगे। ठीक है। और बेसिकली मुझे सॉल्व करना है तो मैं इसको सॉल्व करूंगा। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आप भी इसकी प्रैक्टिस आप साथ कर सकते हैं। जो क्वेश्चन है उसके आंसर जो है आप मैच कर सकते हैं, चेक कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो दिस इज़ AIBE 10 एंड सेट जो है हमारा वो है सेट ए, जो कि कंडक्ट हुआ था मार्च 2017 में। अभी क्या है 2025। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन सेज गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज। वीडियो अपने अकॉर्डिंग एडजस्ट कर लीजिएगा, इन केस स्लो लगे तो फास्ट कर लीजिएगा, फास्ट लगे तो स्लो कर लीजिएगा। वैसे फास्ट लगेगा नहीं, मैं ऑलरेडी स्लो बता रहा हूँ, तो अपने अकॉर्डिंग मैनेज कर लीजिएगा जैसे आपको टाइम सेव करना हो। Question number one, government employees may refer their unresolved grievances and labor dispute to option A, Internal Labor Department, option B, Bureau of Labor Relation, option C, Public Sector Labor Management Council, option E, Department of Labor. Its right option is option B, which is Bureau of Labor Relation. ठीक है, the government employees may refer their So I am going to repeat the same question once again. Government employees may refer their unresolved grievances and labor dispute to option A, Internal Labor Department, option B, Bureau of Labor Relation, option C, Public Sector Labor Management Council, option D, Department of Labor. And its right option is option B, which is Bureau of Labor Relation. Question number second, the objective of the EU directive on mediation is option A, Option A, reducing backlogs of cases at the court in member states. In the court in the member state. Option B, dividing the cases between all dispute resolution methods. Option C, economical reasons in time of crisis, thus ensuring that mediators will have a proper income. Option D, ensuring better access to alternative dispute resolution in cross-border commercial conflicts. Its right option is option D, ensuring better access to alternative dispute resolution in cross-border commercial conflicts. Question number 3. Minimum number of members required to apply for incorporation certificate in a public limited is a public limited company is minimum member of minimum number of members required to apply for incorporation certificate in a public limited company is option A 7, 3, 2, 50. Right option is option 7, option A, which is 7 members. Question number 4, when a bill is passed when a bill is passed by the parliament and the president, uh, uh, when the bill is passed by the parliament and the president, what is the status of the same? A, bill approved, B, law, C, bill exercised for administration, option D, government procedures. Its right option is option B, law. Question number 5. A resides at Shimla, B at Kolkata, and C at Delhi. A, B, and C being together at Banaras. B and C make a joint promissory note payable on demand and delivered to A. A may sue B and C. Option A at Banaras, where the cause of action arose. Option B at Kolkata, where B resides. Option C at Delhi, where C resides. Option D, all of the above. Its right option is option D, all of the above. Question number 6. A warrant of arrest may be extended. A warrant of arrest may be extended. Option A, to that place where the offender has committed the offense. Option B, at any place within India. Option C, to the place specified under the Criminal Procedure Code. Option D, none of the above. Its right option is option B, at any place within India. Question number 7. The chairperson of Cyber Appellate Tribunal is appointed by the option A, central government in consultation with the Chief Justice of India. Option B, state government in consultation with the Chief Justice of the High Court. Option C, central government. Option D, central government in consultation with controller controller of certifying authority. Its right option is option A, central government in consultation with the Chief Justice of India. किसकी appointment? Chairperson of Cyber Appellate Tribunal. Question number 8. Under Section 18 of Indian Evidence Act, the admission of which of the following person is not admissible against the other? Under Section 18 of Indian Evidence Act, the admission of which of the following person is not admissible against the other? Option A, one of the plaintiffs. Option B, one of the defendants. Option C, agents of the parties. Option D, statement of the third party. One person is not admissible against the other. Option B is the right answer of question number 8. One of the defendants. Under Section 18 of the Indian Evidence Act, the admission of which of the following person is not admissible against the other? One of the defendants. ठीक है. So right option is option B. Question number 9. Which of the following hires is not class 1 hire under the Hindu Succession Act 1956? Option A, son, widow, father or mother. Right option is father. Which of the following hires is not class 1 hire under the Hindu Succession Act? Father. Question number 10. There is either theft or extortion. There is either theft or extortion. It is option A, robbery. Option B, dacoity. Option C, criminal breach of trust. Option D, receiving stolen property. Right option is option A, which is robbery. Question number 11. Who is an adolescent as per Factories Act 1948? Who is an adolescent as per Factories Act 1958? Option A. Who has completed 17 years? Option B. Who is less than 18 years of age? Option C. Who is more than 15 years but less than 18 years of age? Option D. None of the above. None of these. Right option is option C, who is more than 15 years but less than 18 years of age. Who is an adolescent as per Factories Act 1948. Who is more than 50 years but less than 18 years of age. Question number 12. Fulfilling the constitutional obligation under Article 300A, the Land Acquisition Act is the law providing for option A, acquisition of land and taking over possession of land. Option B, assessment of compensation. Option C, payment of compensation. Option D, all of the above. Right option is option D, which is all of the above. Question number 13. Complaint means allegation in writing made by a complainant that. Question number 13. Complaint means allegation in writing. Complaint means allegation in writing made by a complainant. Question number 13. Complaint means allegation in writing made by a complainant or complainant that. Question number 13. Complaint means allegation in writing made by a complainant that. Option A, an unfair trade practice or restrictive trade practice has been adopted by any traders or service provider. Option B, the goods bought by him or agreed to be bought by him suffer from one or more defect. Option C, a trader of a traders or the service provider, as the case may be, has charged for the goods or for the services mentioned in the complaint a price in excess of the price. Option D, all of the above. 13. Question number 13's right option is option D, which is all of the above. Question number 14. The maxim Audi ultram partem denotes option A. No one shall be judge of his own cause. Option B. No one shall be condemned unheard. Option C. Rights are better than duties. Option D. None of the above. इसका B होगा 14 का B है. No one shall be condemned unheard. Question number 15. In which case did the Supreme Court hold that misconduct envisages breach of discipline? Question number 15. Question number 15. In which case did the Supreme Court hold that misconduct envisages breach of discipline? Option A. P.D. Gupta versus Ramurthy. Option B. Noratanmal, Noratanmal, Jorasia versus M.R. Murli. Option C. P.J. Ratnam versus D. Kanikaram. Option D. None of the above. Right option is option B. Noratanmal, Jorasia versus M.R. Murli. In which case did the Supreme Court hold the misconduct envisages breach of discipline? Noratanmal, Jorasia versus M.R. Murli. Question number 16. Which is not included within the meaning of artistic work under Copyright Act? Option A. Drawing. Option B. Work of architecture. Option C. Work of craftsmanship. Option D. Work of carpenter. Right option is option D. Work of carpenter. Work of carpenter is not included within the meaning of artistic work under Copyright Act. Question number 17. In case of a cooperative society, the maximum amount on which income tax is not chargeable is option A 50,000, option B 30,000, option C 20,000, option D nil. Right option is option D nil. Question number 18. A sells a field to B. There is a right of way over the field of which A has direct personal knowledge but which he conceals from B. Option A. B has the right to resign the contract. Option B. B cannot resign the contract. Option C. A has the right to resign the contract. Option D. A is not legally liable. Right option is option A. B has the right to resign the contract. B has the right to resign the contract. Question number 19. According to Republic Act number 6770 or Act number 6770 or Act number 6770, which of these powers is not provided to Office of Ombudsman? Okay. According to Republic Act number 6770, which of these powers is not provided to Office of Ombudsman? Option A. Prosecutory power. Option B. Function to adopt, institute, and implement preventive measures. Option C. Public assistant functions. Option D. None of the above. Right option is option B. Function to adopt, institute, and implement. Function to adopt, institute, and implement preventive measures. Question number 20. In most EU member countries, which of the following is the most visible form of ADR? In most EU member countries, which of the following is the most visible form of ADR? Option A. Mediation. Option B. Arbitration. Option C. Litigation. Option D. Conciliation. Right option is option B. Arbitration. Question number 21. A does not fall under the clause of Memorandum of Association. A here is A. Option A. Subscription. Option B. Director. Option C. Capital. Option D. Situation. Right option is option B. Director. He does not fall under the clause of memorandum of association. Here, A here is director. Question number 22. Minte Morley reform is associated with which act? Option A, Indian Council Act 1912 or 1856 or 1908 or 1909. Its right option is option D, which is Indian Council Act 1909. Question number 23. In a written statement, the defendant can claim option A set off, option B counterplane, option C both A and B, option D none of the above. In a written statement, the defendant can claim option A set off, option B counterplane, option C both A and B, option D none of the above. Right option is option C, which is set off or counterplane. Question number 24. Which of the following section deals with search warrant? Option A 93, section 93, option B section 94, option C section 95, option D section 96. Right option is option A, which is section 93. So section 93 deals with search warrant. Section 93 of CRPC. Okay. Question number 25. Which is the leading case on environment? Option A, MC Mehta versus Union of India. Option B, Union of India versus HS Dillo. Option C, Manika Gandhi versus Union of India. Option D, none of the above. Right option is option A, which is MC Mehta versus Union of India. MC Mehta versus Union of India was the leading case on environment. So MC Mehta versus Union of India was the leading case on environment, or you can say is the leading case on environment. Question number 26. Which of the following statement is correct? Option A. A confession made by an accused to the public officer is relevant. A confession made by an accused to the public officer is relevant. Option B. A confession made by an accused in public custody a confession, option B, a confession made by an accused in police custody to a magistrate is not relevant. Option C, a confession made by an accused in the police custody and discovery made from the information received from confession. Both confession and discovery are relevant. Option D, none of the above is correct. इनमें से कौन सा करेक्ट है? ऑप्शन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट? करेक्ट कौन सा है? Its right option is option. Here it has been mentioned option D, which is none of the above is correct. बट आई डोंट नो इसमें से ये अ कन्फेशन मेड बाय एन इसमें आई गेस इसमें थोड़ा बहुत कुछ डाउट मुझे लग रहा है. अ कन्फेशन मेड बाय एन अक्यूज टू द पुलिस ऑफिसर इज रेलेवेंट. ठीक है, इसको इरेलीवेंट ये नहीं होगा, चलो ये ठीक है। तो ये नहीं हो सकता है। A confession made by an accused in police custody to a magistrate is not relevant। ये ठीक तो है। यहाँ पर अगर होता रेलेवेंट, टू अ मैजिस्ट्रेट इज रेलेवेंट, तो पुलिस कस्टडी में उसने कन्फेशन किया, ठीक है, उसके बाद मैजिस्ट्रेट के सामने। और कन्फेशन मेड बाय एन अक्यूज्ड, अक्यूज्ड के द्वारा कन्फेशन किया गया इन पुलिस कस्टडी, पुलिस कस्टडी में, ठीक है, टू अ मजिस्ट्रेट इज नॉट रेलिवेंट, मजिस्ट्रेट को, जो कि रिलेवेंट नहीं होगा। ठीक है, ये भी सी है। अ कन्फेशन मेड बाय एन अक्यूज्ड इन द पुलिस कस्टडी एंड डिस्कवरी मेड फ्रॉम द इंफॉर्मेशन रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम कन्फेशन, बोथ कन्फेशन एंड डिस्कवरी आर रिलेवेंट। ये भी ठीक है, मतलब तीनों तो ठीक लग रहे हैं। या तो हो यहाँ पे नॉट करेक्ट, नॉट करेक्ट यहाँ पे हो, बाकी आई डोंट नो, इसको कंफर्म कर लेना। क्वेश्चन नंबर 26, preemption on the ground of Safi Ijar was declared unconstitutional in option A Bahuram versus Baijnath, option B Govindyal versus Inayatullah, option C Bhagwan Das versus Chetram, option D Ram Saran Lal versus Mast Domini Quer। Right option is option A Bahuram versus Baijnath। Question number 28. This section was enacted to meet the cases of dowry deaths. It is option A section 366A of IPC, section 477A or 498A or 489A। Right option is option C, which is 498A। So section 498A of IPC was enacted to meet the cases of dowry deaths। Question number 29. Who is responsible for payment to a person employed by him? Who is responsible for payment to a person? Who is responsible for payment to a person employed by him in a factory under the Payment of Wages Act 1936? Option A, accounts manager. Option C, HR manager. Option C, floor manager. Option D, owner. Right option is option D, owner। Question number 30. Which one of the following is known as consumer disputes redressal agency? Question number 30. Which one of the following is known as consumer disputes redressal agency? Option A district forum, option B state commission, option C national commission, option D all of the above। Its right option is option D all of the above, district forum, state commission, national commission। Okay, which one of the following is known as Consumer Dispute Redressal Agency? District Forum, State Commission, National Commission। Question number 31. PIL is criticized on the ground of option A private motive, option B political ends, option C tremendous increase in the litigation, option D all of the above। Its right option is option D, which is all of the above। So PIL is criticized on the ground of private motive, political ends, tremendous increase in the litigation। Question number 32. Vikramaditya versus Srimati Jamila Khatun is an important case relating to professional misconduct due to which factor? Option A advocate attending the court with firearms, option B not appearing before the court deliberately and intentionally, option C suppression of material facts with intention to harass poor person, option D defrauding the client by exploiting the client's illiteracy। Its right option is option D, which is defrauding defrauding the client by exploiting the client's illiteracy. Question number 33. An appeal to the High Court against the order of ITAT should be filed within. An appeal to the High Court against order of ITAT should be filed within. Option A, 45 days when the order is communicated, 60 days, 90 days, or 120 days. Its right option is option B, 60 days. So, an appeal to the High Court against the order of ITAT should be filed within 60 days when the order is communicated. Question number 34. A contract can be specifically A contract can be specifically enforced. Option A, where compensation is adequate relief for the non-performance of the contract. Option B, where the contract by its nature is determinable. Option C, where it involves the performance of continuous duty which the court cannot supervise. Option D, none of the above. Its right option is option D, which is none of the above. Question number 35. In the Government of India Act 1935, which subjects are included in the concurrent list? Question option A, marriage. Option B, divorce and arbitration. Option C, criminal and procedure. Option D, all of the above. Its right option is option D, all of the above. Question number 36. In which of the following cases a set off can be claimed? Option A. A owes the partnership firm of B and C rupees 1000. B dies, leaving C surviving. A sues C for a debt of 1500 due in his separate character. C wants to set off the debt of 1000. Option B, a sues B for rupees 10,000. B wants to set off the claim for damages for breach of contract for a specific performance. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. Its right option is option A. In which of the following cases set off can be claimed? A owes the partnership firm of B and C is 1000. B dies, leaving C surviving. A sues C for a debt of 1500 due in the separate character. C wants to set off the debt of 1000. Question number 37. Which case is leading case on arrest? Option A, Joginder Kumar versus State of UP. Option C, State of West Bengal versus DK Basu. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. Its right option is option B, State of West Bengal. State of West Bengal versus DK Basu. Question number 38. What is the maximum number of witness which can be produced in a case? Question number 38. What is the maximum number of witness which can be produced in a case? Option C. Option A, 5, 10, 15, no limit. 38's right option is option D, none, no limit. Question number 39. Question number 39. Natural guardian of an adopted son under the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act 1956 is option A, original father. Option B, in the absence of original father, original mother. Option C, adoptive father. Option D, none of the above. Its right option is adoptive father. Natural guardian of an adopted son under the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act 1956. कौन होगा adoptive father? Option C. Question number 40. The rule is that penal statutes the rule is that penal statutes must be constructed. The rule is that penal statutes must be constructed. Option A, liability. Option B, strictly. Option C, a golden rule. Option D, mischievous. Its right option is option B, strictly. Strictly. The rule is that penal statutes must be constructed strictly. Question number 41. To close down a factory, the occupier has to give how many days notice to the authorities? To close down a factory, the occupier has to give how many days notice to the authorities? Option A 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 14 days. Its right option is option B 60 days. Question number 42. Where the complaint alleges a defect in the goods which cannot be determined without proper analysis or test of goods, the sample of goods forwarded to appropriate laboratory for laboratory tests. Such types of case finding report within dash days. Option A 30 days, 40 days, 45 days, 60 days. Its right option is option C, which is 45 days. Question number 43. When can the Supreme Court refuse to grant remedy under Article 32? When can the Supreme Court refuse to grant remedy under Article 32? Option A. Delay. Option C. Malicious petition. Option C. Infructuous petition. Option D. All of the above. Its right option is option D. All of the above. Question number 44. Which condition is not required to be satisfied by an invention to be patentable subject matter under Patent Act? Question number 44. Which condition is not required to be to be satisfied by an invention to be patentable subject matter under Patent Act? Question number 44. Which condition is not required to be satisfied by an invention to be patentable subject matter under Patent Act? Option A novelty, option B inventive steps, option C distinctiveness, option D usefulness. Its right option is option C distinctiveness. Question number 45. A contract of indemnity under the Indian Contract Act 1872 has been defined in section option A 124, option B 123, option C 125, option D 126A. Its right option is option A, which is section 124. Question number 46. It refers to an authority derived from official character merely. It refers to an authority derived from official character merely, not expressly conferred upon the individual character, but rather annexed to official position. Option A designation, option B ex officio, option C appointment, option D ad interim. Its right option is option B, which is ex officio. Question number 47. Filing with the court to object owns filing with the court to object owns or another's imprisonment is called option A writ of quo warranto, option B habeas corpus, option C writ of prohibition, option D none of the above. Its right option is option B, which is habeas corpus. Filing with the court filing with the court to object owns or another's imprisonment to object owns or another's imprisonment is called habeas corpus. Question number 48. Under Order 33, an indigent is allowed to prosecute any suit provided he satisfied certain conditions. Which of the following is not such a condition? Option A. He is not possessed of sufficient means to enable him to pay the fees prescribed for the plaintiff in such suit. Option B. He is not entitled to property worth 1000. Option C. He has no sufficient means for his livelihood. Option D. He may present the application for permission to sue as an indigent either himself or through an authorized agent. Its right option is option B. He is not entitled to property worth 1000 rupees 1000. Question number 49. The concept of plea bargaining is not applicable to the offense committed against. Question number 49. The concept of plea bargaining is not applicable to the offense committed against option a woman, option B, a child, option C, both A and B, option D, none of the above. Its right option is option C, both A and B. So the concept of plea bargaining is not applicable to the offense committed against a woman and a child. Question number 50. Indian Consumer Emergency Response Team to serve as Indian Consumer Emergency Response Team to serve as national agency for indecent for incident response is constituted under section option A 71 of IT Act, option B 70 of IT Act, option C 70A of IT Act, option D 70B of IT Act. Its right option is option D, which is 70B of IT Act. और इसी के साथ हमारा 50 क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट हो चुका है। टोटल इसमें 100 क्वेश्चन है, 50 हो चुका है। पार्ट वन है ये, और पार्ट टू में जो है इसका 51 to 100 क्वेश्चन जो है हम कवर अप कर देंगे।